Let's see how we can create this simple mental math game in Microsoft PowerPoint to engage students. So this is how the game works. The student chooses any of these numbers that is hidden, either two or three numbers or four numbers or one number. Then he waits and follow the instruction. If a number shows up, he has to square it. So two numbers, so I have to add 15. If two numbers, I need to add them, two or more numbers. But if it is only a single number, I have to square it, so 14. 4 squared is 16. 9 squared is 81. 6 squared is 36. 9 plus 4 is 13. 6 plus 4 plus 9 is 19. Did I get it? Yeah, 19. The game is simple and dynamic. You can add more numbers to make it interesting. So let's begin by starting PowerPoint, going to blank presentation. Then your interface should be looking like this. The PowerPoint should be looking like this. Now what we are going to do next is that let's delete these things. Just click and delete. Delete this one too. So we will go to insert and we will add our own shape. Let's add this rounded rectangle. Just click and drag to draw. So this is choice one. Call this one choice one. The choice that the user will select. So you can go to format shape, go to shape outline and select no outline. Right click, then you copy. You can right click and paste. Or you can do Ctrl V to paste. So copy and paste. Then you get choice 2. You can copy and paste again and get another choice. Choice 3. So for the sake of this tutorial, let's do 4 choices. You can copy and paste again and do choice 4. So these are the numbers that the user will choose, or the students will choose. The next thing we are going to do is that we want to get the numbers that will be hiding behind the bars. So just type the numbers. You can press Alt and equal to, so you can type the number nicely to look like a mathematical equation. So we can increase the font size like this. Now the next thing we're going to do is that we will add animations to this number. So go to animations tab and go to more animations and come to custom part. Then you draw a nice part. I want to draw a part that looks like a rectangle over here for the game for our students. Alright, we hope that the students will enjoy this game. Now what we are going to do next is that you add some triggers. Let's go to animation pane and click here, select effect options, then go to timing. You want to you have to give it some few seconds to the student to think. So let me give the student 15 seconds. Then I want this thing to repeat itself for about maybe 10 times. So we just type 10 there. So then I'll come to trigger. I want it to start effect when the student click on the rectangle choice 1. So you can click that and select choice 1. The student will not know what number he or she is choosing unless it shows up. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this number. Control D. So select the number and do Control D. When you do that, we can see that it is selected here. Go to effect options, then go to timing. Then what we are going to do is that we change the seconds here to maybe 17. Then we want this one to appear like maybe 9 times, to repeat itself for 9 times. Then the choice is when the student selected maybe choice 2. Yeah, choice 2. Then we repeat the same thing again. Let me duplicate this one. So I can change this number now to a different number. Let's say 9. Then I can now duplicate this number again. Then what I'm going to do is that I'll repeat the same process. I'll come here. Then I'll go to effect options. Now go to timing. Then I want this one to be maybe take for some 20 seconds. Not 120, 20. Then I'll go to trigger. I want it to be when it's selected rectangle choice. Let me say 2. Okay, 3. So I want this one to appear for maybe 8 times, to repeat 8 times. I'll click OK. So this one, we can duplicate this again, Control D to get a fourth number. So I have my fourth number there. So let me just go to this effect options. Then I'll add choice 4. Timing. I want this one to be like maybe 25 seconds. I want it to repeat maybe just 6 times. I want it to come when the user selects choice 4. Sorry, choice 4. Okay, so click OK. Now I can change these numbers to any number. So this one is 4. This one is say 6. We can do negative numbers as well. Great. So now let me go to slideshow and check something if everything is working fine. Choice 4. So a number goes. Choice 3 starts going. Choice 9 also starts going. Choice 1. Fine, everything is working nicely. That's great. So this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. Let's arrange the numbers here, so the rectangle, so that they will fall at least almost on each other. Let's select this one. So it will fall almost on this. Select this one too. Fall almost on this. Great. Great, we are on course. So this is what we are going to do next. We are going to insert We're going to insert another shape, which is a shape like this. I'm going to insert donut shape because I like donuts. So let me draw a big donut here, but not perfectly circular. So what we are doing here is that we are creating a space where the numbers will show up. So let's use some rectangle, insert a rectangle to hide the numbers. So that's what we're just doing. And then make sure that you cover the bottom too as well. Then we let the numbers, the choices show for the student to select. And then these numbers, we can hide them behind the rectangles because we don't want the student to see the number that will appear. Great. So everything is perfect now. So let's test it. The student select the number and the number appears here. Alright. Looks like everything is looking a bit great. Yes, that we need to do some formatting, change the path. Some of the paths are not showing. They're not passing where they're supposed to pass. So let's give some instruction to the student as to what they need to do. So the instruction depends on you, the instructor, what you want the student to do to those numbers. So for instance, if the numbers are 2 or more, we want them to add them. Or if it's only 1, we want the student to square the number. It depends on what you want the student to do with the instruction that you give. That will make the game interactive. You can also adapt it in different situations. So remember to save your document. Remember to save your document so that you not lose all what you have done. Okay, so let's now test our game. Remember to save your game, mental math game. Make sure that you not lose the work you have done. So let's go to slideshow and go to slideshow from current slide. So now the student chooses a number, any number, or 2 or 3. So I can choose 2 or 3 numbers, then wait. If a number shows up, square it, so 25. 8, so you add them, which is 15. 25, 81, 36, 16, 9, 81, 11, 16, 13, 25, 36, 81, 25, 16, 36, 14. Uh, ah, couldn't add them. So that is how the game goes.